But I think, again, what we have to do is come and have a look at your shop floor, and then we can show you all the different advantages. And I think it's quite an eye-opener, to be honest, when we do come on the shop floor and give you that overview.
Do you know what Oemeta's best-selling product is? Because I don't. I'm here in the tech corner with David from Oemeta to find out. So, what is your best-selling product?
Globally, Tom, it's a product called HYCUT. And to give you an example how well it sells, here in the UK, 7 of our top 10 customers are using HYCUT.
So, what is HYCUT?
It's not a product, it's a system that we can adapt for any customer to really seriously optimise the process that they're using. So most people are using a single component emulsion. HYCUT is a 2-component process optimisation product, really.
Now, I've never seen anything like this before, and I know there's so much information we could delve in, but we just don't have the time. So what are some of the key points on HYCUT?
You won't have seen a product like this before. It only can come from Oemeta for this quality. The 4 key things really are performance. It's a super performing product. It's very flexible, so we can adjust it to your process. We can make it extremely compatible. Obviously, the process that you have requires a lot of lubricants, oils, emulsions, washes. We can make the whole process compatible. And the big topic at the moment is environmental. The product is from a 100% renewable resource as well.
Who would get the most advantage from a product like this?
People who have got components, high complex components, or quite a complex process that they feel that they've sort of got to the upper limit of optimization, well, we can take it to the next level for them.
Now, I want to go through the points you mentioned a little earlier. So let's start with high performance. How is it that this is better than any other coolant on the market?
Here, we haven't got enough time to say all the benefits, but let's take lubricity as an example. We use our ester technology. We can polarize that oil droplet, and that gives us a very high lubrication factor. Now, esters you will find in most emulsions, and it's generally a combination of about 30% mineral oil and then anything between 3 and 10% ester technology to give it that extra little bit of lubricity. With HYCUT, we come straight in with 72% pure ester, nothing else. So it really does raise the bar.
Now, we spoke before this, and you said you can actually tune this to each individual customer, which makes this really flexible. So how do you do that?
2 or 3 ways, really. Firstly, we have to come and have a look at your process. We really need to understand your process and then use our experience with the HYCUT system to really highlight the advantages to you. So it's very beneficial for us to come and have a look at what you're doing. From there, we can really take it forward. We can choose the different types of oils. We can choose the different packages that go with it, and really bring that process forward.
So, David, what are some of the biggest advantages your customers have seen using HYCUT?
There are a huge range of advantages for using it, but so we haven't got the time to go through all of them. But to give an example, the lubricity. Most coolants have about 30% mineral oil and then anything between 3 and 10% ester oil. We come straight in with 72% pure ester, no mineral oil, and what that allows us to do is give tool life increases anywhere between 100 and 300%. It's that effective.
And that must be quite a cost saving as well if people are saving that sort of tool life.
It's huge. It's obviously the cost of the tooling itself, but it's downtimes on the machines, it's tool changes, so the process improvements. But that's just one example. I mean, we have to come and have a look at your shop floor, and then we can highlight all the different advantages that the product can bring.
So next, I want to talk about process compatibility. So what is it?
What really reduces the life of a coolant is contamination. So we've taken the HYCUT and we've produced a whole range of process fluids. So they could be wash fluids, the slideways, hydraulic systems, neat oils, and we've made all of these compatible with the emulsion. So rather than become a contaminant for the product, they start to become advantageous and they turn into the coolant as well. So you're getting a reuse of the product, so you're recycling fluid back in, and also you're maintaining that very high level of performance and you're not degrading it by contamination.
And talking about contamination, I want to move on to sustainability, because obviously that's at the front of people's minds right now. So how does this coolant help with that?
No mineral oil, so obviously no fossil fuels going in there, and it's completely made from a renewable resource.
So what does that do for the longevity of this coolant over coolants you've seen before?
Well, with the process compatibility, we have some systems that have gone over 7 years without a coolant change. So I think that's significant. But I think, again, what we have to do is come and have a look at your shop floor, and then we can show you all the different advantages. And I think it's quite an eye-opener, to be honest, when we do come on the shop floor and give you that overview.
So 7 years without a coolant change actually brings me nicely onto the last topic I just want to talk to you about, and that's maintenance. Because if people aren't having to change coolant as often, surely that's saving them time and money as well. So what's the maintenance like on HYCUT?
There is a level of maintenance like you would imagine with all fluids. With HYCUT, what you get is control. I think that's the biggest thing. You've got control of your whole process. You've got control of the lubricity element of your product. You've got control of the corrosion protection, and you've got control of all the contamination coming in. Having that control does take a little bit more effort, but not a significant amount. And I think once you start to see the benefits coming through of going down that route of taking control of your fluids, then I think you won't look back.
Well, David, I think it's been a great starting point in introducing people to HYCUT. I know we haven't got the time to really dive into it because we could be here for quite a while. But if people have heard something they're quite interested in, how can they get in contact with you about starting their journey into HYCUT?
Looking at HYCUT is a very interactive process between us and anybody who's interested in it. So contact us via email, contact us on the phone, find us on LinkedIn. I think we're quite consultative about how we approach with HYCUT. I do think that the benefits are huge, but if you come and talk to us, I think it becomes apparent how much we can actually improve the process and save you a lot of money.